And we are live. Welcome anyone to the Gaming Chamber podcast. I'm your host, Everett, aka 2Beast to Kill You, aka the Beast with the Least. I am growing more and more fond of that intro every week. Thank you, Devin, for that third part,
You're
even
welcome.
though I still hate you. Joining me this week, obviously, Devin.
What's going on, fam?
And JJ.
Hey, what's up, fam?
Oh, God. Are we still going to start? Are we going to start this early with
We have to appeal to all demographics,
all
young and old.
demographics, young and
Skibby,
old?
Ohio, toilet Riz. Am I right, fam?
Oh my god. On God, for real, for real?
Yeah.
You know, when I posted on Twitter /X, whatever, that like, oh, the new podcast episode is out. When you fucking tweeted the reply like, oh god, this episode is straight fire. I wanted to book a flight to fucking Oregon, go to your house, slap you, and then just come back.
Yeah. But on God, the episode's straight fire, though, right?
Fuck. For anyone who may have missed last week, because we're getting like at least 5 viewers now, 5 to 10 to 15 viewers now an episode.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, we're growing.
I'm famous. I'm
Fuck yeah, dude.
famous, Mom.
These episodes are starting to do
Mama.
numbers.
Mama, I did it.
Mama, I did it. I made it. Yeah, there was at least maybe like a 3-minute diatribe by me of just I hate how young people speak nowadays, and I'm old, but that's something that Devin and JJ like to fucking hammer home all the time about my age, even though they may embellish a bit. Oh my god.
I know. You're only 42.
Oh my god. I'm not even in my 40s yet. Give me a little over a year and 3 months, and I'll be 40.
I'm gonna fly down to
Oh,
California when you
a
turn
year and
40
4 months.
and beat the shit out of you.
When I do turn 40, I am going to make that a big event. It is going to be, wait for it, epic. Wait, is that how you say it? I don't remember.
No, you say it's gonna be legend.
Oh,
Wait for
damn
it,
it.
Jerry. You're so old you can't even remember anything anymore.
It's gonna be goddamn. Yeah, and then what I was supposed to say? It's gonna be legend. Wait for it, and I hope you're not lactose intolerant because it's gonna be dairy.
It's quoting from How I Met Your Mother.
Yes. Have you ever watched How I Met Your Mother? It's a pretty good show. Okay, I just forgot the fucking
Until
line.
last season.
What's wrong with the last season? Honestly, what's wrong with
Everything.
it? What is wrong with it?
Well, dude, everything. Fucking Jason Segel, like,
Yeah, he
is
wasn't really
not
there.
around. So like the casting, like that, the main point, and then it takes place over like 3 days, and then the ending sucks. Like, so everything sucks about it. Like they're
What
like
is so
the whole
bad about
cast.
the ending?
He just told you.
Spoiler for a fucking million-year-old show that ended. How
Dude,
long ago did it end?
you are in the minority. You like
Wow.
you liking.
Whoa, Devin. What does me being a minority have to do with this? You're
Everything.
racist. You're being racist, sir. I know you're
No.
white, but you don't
I
have
gave
to.
three. I gave 3 reasons why, and that is a very
Yeah,
common
remember this guy
complaint.
likes fucking Mega Man. So
First of
I
all,
know.
the show's called 13 Reasons Why, not 3 Reasons Why. Oh my god. I don't know. I don't mind the ending to How I Met Your Mother. I understand that people are like, "Oh, he got with the mother. They barely showed her, and then she dies, and then he ends
They don't
up
even
back
say
with
what
Robin."
from. It's like, oh, she got sick. With what? Don't do a cop out. Say what she got sick from. Don't
She
be a
got
baby.
cancer. We'll just say she got cancer. She got cancer
So
of
we
the
don't
ass.
know that.
She got ass
What if,
cancer. We'll just say that's what it was.
What if she cheated on Ted and like
he
got
murdered her.
AIDS? And got AIDS, and then we would just like be like, oh, she's such a shitty person. Then we wouldn't feel bad that she died, and then we wouldn't feel bad that she got with Robin.
No. Fans would be complaining about like, oh, you had to destroy the character of the mother.
But no, my main issue with it, if they want to end it that way, that's fine. But they didn't, like Jason Segel, in terms of like cast, like the time, they shot it, like he wasn't there, so you didn't have that dynamic of them most of the time. And that's the way, like, the show is the 5 friends together, and you have 4 of them there.
That I will agree with. The fact that Jason Segel
That's
was
my
not
main
there.
and that was my first point. That was my first point. I said that it takes place. It's only like a 3-day period, and like there's so much of that show that like goes over so many days, or like a season would sometimes like be like years of their lives or whatever. So it's just like it just didn't feel like it fit within like the timeline, and then I just didn't like the ending either. But if they would have ended it and fixed those other 2 issues, I don't think I would have had an issue. So that's me.
Okay. Okay. There's some filler for you right there for the episode.
Fill you.
Oh my god. Okay, so this past week, not a lot of gaming news because I think everything was just focused on the Game Awards, right? Like I
Mm-hmm.
didn't see too much. There was some stuff that we
It
will
was all
talk about.
VGA.
Yeah, it was all Game Awards stuff. So, before we get into all that though, let's go with what was happening with our past week of gaming and all that. Devin, how's it been for you the past 7 days?
It's been good. Played some Indiana Jones. I'm really liking that. I mean, honestly, for me, I think it's going to be my game of the year.
So actually,
But
yeah, I wanted to talk about that because I've seen a lot of like online discourse about that. Like this game coming out at the time it came out was fucked because it's fucked for it when it comes to game of the year talk because obviously by the time next year comes out, it's probably going to get forgotten, especially since it's an Xbox game or Xbox Studios game or whatever. It's probably going to get forgotten about for the Game Awards. And because it came out at the time it did, it's the cutoff already happened. Like, do you think that's probably what's going to happen, or like what do you think about that?
yeah, it probably will get forgotten about. It's kind of like the same thing, like games that get released in like January, February. They usually get forgotten about, and honestly, I don't care. I mean, like if the VGA cutoff, if it doesn't get like the VGA game of the year next year, I'm fine with that. Like it's not gonna hurt my feelings. I'm a huge Indiana Jones fan, and it's a really cool game. Like it really feels like an Indiana Jones game. Like the puzzles are fun. Like there's like a little stamina bar, so you can't just like. I mean, so it's like has like the human element. You can't just like you're not just like a superhuman. Like you really do. It's dumb to say, but you really do feel like Indiana Jones, like when you're
I
playing the
was I
game.
was gonna say, like, do you feel like Indiana Jones when you play Indiana
Yeah, like
Jones?
when you whip somebody like in a fight and you just like whip some Nazi and you're just like, whoosh.
And then you did say stamina bar, so is this kind of Souls
I was gonna
like as
say.
well?
So this is a Souls like. Are you
Souls
saying
like.
are you saying this is the Souls like of Indiana Jones games?
Yes.
This is the
I
Especially
mean,
Souls.
because like what IGN always says,
it
like,
is.
oh, but I play Batman Arkham Knight, it makes me feel like Batman. When I play Spider-Man 2, I feel like Spider-Man.
I
Like,
know.
okay, cool. Like,
And the other joke
I'm glad
is
it did
that
the
like,
beast needs.
but the other joke is that this is the Souls of whatever game.
Souls.
Yeah,
But it looks good. I didn't play it. It looks good. I've seen
I played
lots of
about a
good
half
reviews
hour.
about it. I think
It's really
when
good.
some of my buddies are saying like, "Oh, I don't know about that game. It looks sounds weird, first person." Like, it just looks like a movie. I'm like, that's the thing though. It kind of is supposed to be like a movie, but it's a game. It has the same elements from the movie. If you like the Indiana Jones movie, you're gonna love the game. And I'm
I
like,
see.
It
After playing
it's
the
got
half hour
some
of it,
third, but yeah.
yeah, after playing the half hour of it, I understand why they went with first person. I was thinking like, oh, it's machine games. They make first person shooters. That's why they're doing it. But now I understand why because they are trying to immerse you more into like being Indiana Jones. Because like minor spoiler for the game or whatever, like just for the first like
But you've
half
only
hour.
played 30 minutes, so
Yeah,
it's
I
not
mean,
really
well,
a
yeah, that's
spoiler.
why this is literally the beginning of the game. They just do the beginning of uh the first movie basically.
Yeah.
And I see why they did that because they want you to feel like Indiana Jones doing this. I mean, it's just a tutorial anyway, but like, yeah, I understand. I
But
understand
it's
why they
pretty
went with the first person.
pretty fucking cool though. Like they're just like, oh yeah, here's the tutorial, and like you get to run away from the boulder and stuff. So like it was pretty fun. Like it's pretty fun to end up playing that in video game format. Like I'm sure not a lot of people thought that like, they'd ever get to do that like in a cool like in terms of like the graphics of this
Yeah, this generation,
magnitude.
like the way it
Mhm.
looks or whatever nowadays.
Yeah. So it's pretty fucking cool. It's a fun game.
Other than that, you played anything else or
Um, I was watching a video of like kind of like games people may have missed. I downloaded this Tales of Kenzeru
Tales
Zao.
of Kenzaria? Oh, that
Yeah, or whatever.
Kensal.
Yeah, whatever it's called. Tile, but it's a Metroidvania game. It is on sale for $10. So people are like, "Oh, it's a really good game." So I'm just gonna play that while we're doing the podcast. So I'm doing that right now because I want to be able to listen to the story for Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
yeah, so I was like, "Oh, I'll play this Metroidvania game." I'm like, and so far it's a really good Metroidvania game. So if you ever see it on the like your download list, you should give it a shot.
I most likely will.
Yeah,
uh,
but yeah, it was $10. I was like, yeah, I'll fuck with that for $10.
so, JJ, what about you?
Same old RuneScape a bit, but I'm kind of starting to slow down a bit during that leagues event. I got enough points for my characters, so I kind of don't have to like go as hard anymore. Um, so I've been starting to play obviously a lot more Marvel Rivals. I've been fucking addicted to that shit. Um,
Really?
yeah, I was just super happy about it. Like you're talking about Indiana Jones. It's not part of obviously the VGAs, but like it sucks that this wasn't either because it would have for sure
Like
at
one
least
like
won a few
shooter or
or something.
something?
Or best like kid live service game or whatever they call it, like whatever
Yeah,
the
something like that. And I for sure, I bet you it should hopefully, if it's going well and they keep adding new heroes, um, and just quality updates, I feel like it should hopefully wins best ongoing game as well or something. Since they have a whole year, then they can have another award they can try to win, which is super fun. It takes me back to how Overwatch 1 was released back in 2016. That fun mode. So I was playing Sonic right now, but then Sonic and X Shadows because Sonic 3 comes out this Friday, so I'm just
Yeah.
gonna get hyped. But I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to jump on fucking Marvel Rivals right now while we're doing this.
Mhm.
I'm just addicted, man. And the game seems so quick. They're like 6 to 10 minutes, and it feels kind of crazy, hectic, fun. All the kind of heroes and stuff. So I know some people hate it, but I like to play Jeff the Shark. That's my guy, and I think I play a lot of tank as Venom. He's like one of my favorite characters as well.
I, st- I like I said, I mean, I played some of that game. I don't know if there's any character that's gonna feel good because I played a bunch of those characters. And I'm just like, I just need a shooter character, but I need a shooter character that feels like a shooter game.
Yeah, there's Punisher. There's
He
fucking
does
Star
not
Lord.
Punisher
Which
is
feel
probably the best.
yeah,
Punisher.
Punisher. Yeah, you
If
can you have like
anything,
a assault
from all the
rifle, and you can swap to a shotgun to get close.
I I liked him enough, but I also was just like, eh. I think if anything, I'm more into the Star Lord.
Yeah, Star Lord I think is a very quick, because
I just don't like
quick
that
guy,
his
go in, go out,
yeah. I don't like that
fly.
his ammo just is like gone in a second.
Quick.
It's so like fast. And you're just like, and then you gotta reload. And it's just like, oh fuck, okay.
Yeah, I
But yeah,
get you. I know I like Moon Knight. He's a range guy. Um, I just like his kid. He just does a lot of damage. I think, especially with one of his ability that he throws like one of his crosses on the ground, and anybody that's close by gets like kind of pulled in. And when you throw your little crescent moons at the cross, it splits to all the people close by. So you technically don't have to aim at them as long as you're hitting the cross and they're all next to it. It would just bounce to all like say you pull three, you put all and just damage all three people instead of just one person if you're attacking one guy, which is kind of cool. Yeah. But yeah, Star Lord, I think pretty good in Punisher. Maybe Winter Soldier because he has like a revolver and his ultimate can reset every time you get a
Yeah.
kill or an assist.
Well, I've seen from Hawkeye. I know he's like a sniper, but his fucking hitboxes, people show online like that, like even if you're not like aimed on the person, like they still fucking hit. And I'm like, well, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, especially his ult. You see like the after images of them. You don't even need to hit the
Mhm.
dude. The after images still do damage.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I think Black Widow. Her kit's pretty gnarly too. It's like a sniper, but she has like a lot of like a decent close range abilities. Like you can pull out your batons and hit people, kick people aside. Um, so I think that's not too bad. But again, I don't play Black Widow. I'm not. God forbid. For some reason, I just can't snipe for shit on this game. It's just trying to fucking headshot Spider Man, dude. Like fucking Christ.
Hmm. Well,
The
that's
one thing I
cool.
do like about it is like I don't know, people like you get referred to as like your character, which I think is kind of cool, rather than just like I feel like when you play Overwatch, it was like, hey, I need heals, Devin, or whatever. But it's like you get called like the superhero name, which I think is kind of cool. You're like, I need heals.
Mhm.
You're like, Jeff, get over here.
Yeah.
That shark's gonna get nerfed. He will be nerfed at some point. Some of the videos that I've seen of that Jeff the Shark character. Ooh, nah.
I saw this one video where like this one Doctor Strange guy fucking tossed a portal down. And then so when like Jeff the Shark like tossed all the guys off, like they went through the portal and just like came back. So like he like totally fucked with his
His
thing.
ult.
It was his ult and it was hilarious.
Yeah, I
That's
think I saw
funny.
like another Jeff the Shark, the allied one. Just wait for the bad one to spit out his allies, and he just ate his allies and just spat out Jeff, and just saved his allies.
Damn.
Mm.
Yeah, I think right now just people don't know how to play against him, but I think over time,
Yeah, people are gonna figure
Yeah.
out
they'll just
all
get
the different. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I've seen some people like it's overtime and they'll like with Doctor Strange they'll put the ult and put it in front of the enemy spawn so like they can't get out. So for like 20 seconds and stuff like that. So there's all this stuff like that. Excuse me as I sneeze. But yeah, like they'll things will be changed and tweaked. It's the first fucking week the game or first couple weeks the game's been out. So
Yeah. No, it's gonna definitely get more and more and more
especially as
refined and
they
all
add
that
in,
stuff.
I mean, that's Marvel, so I mean, there is a titty ton of characters that they can put in there.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
they are. I mean,
Yeah,
The
they've
I
already.
think they
roster
already
is
leaked.
deep.
I think some people found like I think some people I think they have like Mr. Fantastic, Blaze, the Thing, or something. Ultron. I thought it was gonna at least maybe Captain. Was it? Fuck. Trying to think. Anthony Mackie's character, Falcon. I thought he's gonna come out because the movie's coming out in February. The new Captain America movie. So I thought that's maybe why
Maybe they're gonna
he
wait
may come
until that
out.
point, and he might actually
Yeah, because a lot of the skins are based on like fucking
the MCU.
based on
Yeah, they
like
have a
actual
lot of
like
MCU skins.
Yeah.
yeah, and some comic book skins, which is cool. And it's
They have the Deadpool and Wolverine movie skin for Wolverine.
yeah.
That's pretty cool. Deadpool's not in the game, right?
No, he's not
No.
in the game.
Oh, he's gonna get added at
Oh
some
yeah,
point.
not yet. But there is like an emote, like a spray, as you could say, like that Wolverine has like a heart. Like they did the Deadpool and the Wolverine heart
Hmm.
half. Yeah, Wolverine has the heart. So I'm like, well, obviously they're gonna make a Deadpool and make the heart for Deadpool. Kind of like a little thing.
Yeah, yeah. No, I just
Maybe Deadpool will be your shooter. Maybe
that would be pretty cool
he'll be your boo.
if he's more in line with like that's the thing because I that's the thing I did if I when I played Overwatch the only character that I was more comfortable with was that soldier one. I don't remember Soldier 76.
Yeah.
And then when I played Paladins, there was a character that I was more comfortable with on that, and they just like Soldier 76 just kind of played like a normal FPS character.
Hmm.
So if I could get a character that just kind of plays like a normal normal shooter character, that's that's all me right there.
I wouldn't be surprised like if fucking Deadpool is using his pistols or something like that.
Well,
You know,
Yeah.
pulling on his katana, you can swap to your katana or something.
well, the thing is for me, the reason I too like I don't like Overwatch and Paladins too, or whatever, like the hero shooters is because specifically they don't have sprint in those games, and I want to get to the action as quick as possible. Those games always feel so like slow to me for some reason. I know they're not, but like it feels slow. Like I swear it takes too long to get into the action, especially like if you get killed and you have to you start from like your base and you got to get
Yeah, but
to
Punisher, you have the zip line you can use.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Moonlight has a little zip line. You can double dash and a jump.
Yeah, I think that's my biggest gripe is that it feels like it could take too long sometimes to get. And I know, like, yeah, you have like Iron Man who could fly. You have Star Lord who could
The
like
storm,
fly.
storm can
Yeah,
fly.
you have characters that can fly, and then obviously, yeah, the zip lines and stuff like that. There are characters with traversal elements that will help get you there. But I don't know. It's just then it's like I didn't like Iron Man when I played as him. Like I said, Star Lord just maybe if they tweak him and like they double his ammo, or maybe lower his rate of fire or something. I don't know. Like so that way it just doesn't feel like I fucking shoot my load as quickly as I normally do in real life. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. There's some tweaks if they did that, I'd probably have more enjoyment with playing the game. So,
Yeah.
but like I said, there is certain things I just it's that thing that I talk about where like when I was talking about fighting games, how I don't like to block, I just like attack. That's how I am in shooters too. I want to get right to the fucking action and just get over there and fight. I don't like hiding around. That's why I'm not like even though I enjoyed Rainbow Six Siege a little bit more, that's why I'm not like like a CS:GO kind of guy. I don't like that like okay, we got to like move around and all that stuff. And like it's got to be, this and that because if you get killed, that's it. Like nah, I just want to get in and shoot. That's why I am more of a Call of Duty guy. I am more of a Gears of War guy. Although I do enjoy game types where you have one life because they can get pretty
Hmm.
intense. But I think only mainly in Gears, like execution. I also think it helps that Gears is a third person shooter, so I like third person shooters more.
Yeah.
Just
But all
get
right.
good.
Huh?
Just get good.
Yeah, get good. At the point in my life, my reflexes are not as good. I was already
They've
not
never
good.
been good.
Yeah, I've never been that good. No, see, here's the thing. I was good. The first Gears
Mm,
game, I was good. Like if you gave me the torque bow, I was
it's
finishing
amazing.
teams
When we
off.
went around, JJ, he was good at
I
Gears.
wish I played. I wish I played with the people like or at least still had them on my friends list. The people I used to play that first Gears game with, the original release, not Ultimate Edition, the original release. Because like I said, you put me on what's the name of that fucking map we talk about all the time with the emulsion factory and stuff. Fuck, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Process.
It's process. Yeah, process. When I got on process and I had that torque bow, fuck yeah, dude. I would sometimes finish a whole team off.
Gross.
I was hoping you were gonna catch that a little bit. No, but I would sometimes kill a full team on my own with just that torque bow because I could hit that motherfucker anywhere. I just boom hit it. Any other weapon I was bad with, but
So
like
the
that.
so the weapon that can just like you don't even have to aim it. Just as long as it hits his fucking toe, it kills in one hit. Okay.
Hey man,
Seems right.
no, it took fucking like actual skill to hit the torque bow still.
Whatever,
Like
host.
I
no,
doubt it, but
no, trust me, I never hosted. if I hosted on Gears, holy shit, everyone was quitting out because it was bad. I had bad internet. Like, I mean, I've always had bad internet, but that was horrible internet. And this was fucking nearly 20 years ago, so you can imagine how bad it was. Like, oh no, I did not. I did not. Like, almost within a day. Well, you know how they had all those weapon achievements in the first Gears game? Within like a day, probably a few hours, I had that torque bow achievement. But then you have like those achievements where it's like you got to get, was it just kills, right? With the sniper? I think it was just kills. It
Yeah.
wasn't headshots, right? Yeah, to get
Yeah,
like
you just had to get.
kills.
There's like pistol kills and shit too.
Yeah, those achievements took me like days to get. But the torque bow achievement, like that, just boom, I got it like almost immediately. Then obviously there's the whole seriously achievement that was, oh man, I had 13,000 kills, and I was like, where's my achievement? God, how many did you say you had again, Devin, before it finally
I think it
popped?
was about. I think it was about that many.
Yeah, I think I had like 13,000 something kills. It's fucking ridiculous. I still want to know, like to this day, right? Nothing's been confirmed of why that happened, right? Like what kills didn't count or whatever, and
Yeah, you just shitty programming.
just shitty programming. That's all we're gonna go with. Just, I mean, isn't it like famously that like the Gears of War development the Gears of War development, the multiplayer was kind of added on or something? Like it was mainly supposed to
Yeah,
be single player or campaign,
it
and
makes
then
sense why there wasn't dedicated servers for it.
yeah, but obviously they had a hit and enough of a dedicated following for the multiplayer that they're like, all right, let's put some work into this for the next game. Which then, oh my god, do you remember that first week of Gears of War 2?
Hmm.
It was such a bad launch. It was so bad. Was Gears 3 bad? I don't remember actually.
No, I feel like Gears 3 was good.
And that one, because they did have the beta for it, so I don't remember Gears 4 and 5's launches for the multiplayer.
Uh, five fucking 4 or 5 fucking sucked, and
No,
we couldn't
five,
play online.
five. It was five. It was no. It was four, right? Because no. It was five because I remember you and me were trying to play the campaign, and
Yeah,
it was even like it was just online in general, and we
yeah.
couldn't even fucking play the campaign. I remember because we were so fucking mad. We were so fucking mad,
We're not even trying to play fucking online. We're just trying to play the campaign.
and it was just not working. It was so, oh man, yeah. It was Gears 5. I think Gears 4 was a little bit smoother, or if it wasn't, it didn't last long. But oh man, Gears 5 was like, I want to say that was like a week, right?
Yeah, probably.
It feels like it was like a week or something. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and move into the news then, or unless you guys got anything that you want to bring up.
Nope. Then I hate you.
All right. Like I said, there wasn't a lot of other news, so I mean, we're gonna talk about these things. Let's get into this first thing. So, our favorite fucking punching bag of a video game, Suicide Squad killed Justice League. The developer Rocksteady, they're announcing that after season 4, they're ending support for the game in January of next year, 2025. And I guess the main character that is gonna be for season 4 is Deathstroke. But yeah, that's it. That's all she wrote for Suicide Squad. And duh.
Who
Like,
gives a shit?
yeah,
I played it, beat the story. Like,
I mean, we no, that's what I'm saying. It's our favorite punching bag. We've beaten this fucking horse to death and
I know, but I'm
beyond.
like, I've played the game, beat it, like, it just, like just no, like, redeeming qualities after the story was, like, played and beaten.
A- And
Like
and like we've said, I think we both have said it right. Like the game, the actual game, like to play it is not that bad. It's everything around it that was just like,
yeah,
what were they thinking?
like, the character designs are good, like, the graphics are good, like, frame rate's good on it, but yeah, it's
It
just
feels pretty good to play, but it's just like they did they had choices that made the game that dragged it down so bad. And clearly
mhm.
it came out what? Did it come out this year?
Yeah.
It was this year. I'm thinking like it came out last year and it barely lasted. It didn't even last a year. It didn't even last a
Oh, how
year.
many characters they add? I know they added the Joker, right? Joker and now Deathstroke. Did they add
So
somebody else?
Joker was
Or the
season
Freeze
one.
bitch?
There was I don't was it Mrs. Freeze or whatever.
Yeah,
I
okay.
and I think not Deathstroke, Deadshot's daughter was added as well. And now Deathstroke.
Yeah, that's the and they just didn't yeah, I mean, like and the Joker they added was fucking dog shit. Like, again, like we talked about this before, they, like, add in like, this character and they have dialogue, but then it's like they barely interact with, like, the other characters and stuff like that. It's just it would like, just whoever fucking like, a WB who, like, greenlit these deserves, like, fucking jail time.
Yeah, I just I don't understand it. What 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 was the thought process? But I don't know. Yes, we don't have to stay too long on that one. Like I said, we've talked about it so much, but I
But
guess
it's
it's
like,
just an
yeah, they add all
update.
this season content in, but then there's like no like there's not even like achievements or incentive to like go back. So it's like I don't fucking care. Like if they would add achievements, like maybe I would have looked into it. But not interested.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next thing because yeah, again, this is just a final update unless something happens. For
No, that shit dead. Dude,
yeah,
like
it's
they're
dead.
selling it for like fucking I've seen you can buy it for like literally under $3.
Jesus. Yeah.
Like I just was hoping beyond I paid for it full price, but just because I was like just a huge Rocksteady, I was like I just want to support them, but like
Damn.
I was just hoping beyond hope.
Yeah. Oh well.
You know,
Or well, actually, JJ, we didn't really get any of your input. Like,
Nah. No, I
just
don't really have to say much about it, to be honest.
yeah, because you
Because
didn't really play it, huh? So
no, that's just it was you guys that played. It's like I guess don't do that. Clearly, it wasn't really a good market to fucking try it, but they still did it anyway. It's crazy.
yeah. Oh well. Again, rest in peace, Suicide Squad
yeah,
2024 to 2025.
make something better next year,
Yep.
or not next year, but
Next
next time.
time.
Make fucking just
Yeah,
make a Batman Beyond, but Arkham style. People will play it,
yeah,
buy the shit out of it.
a lot of people would.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and move to the next thing. People Can Fly, developers of Outriders, Bulletstorm, and one of my actual favorite games, Gears of War Judgment. I don't care what anyone says. Obviously, specifically
See,
Bulletstorm.
again, bad judgment.
What's wrong with Gears of War Judgment? Anyways, whatever.
It is the worst of all the Gears games.
Okay,
That's
it
just
is the worst of all the Gears. I'm not gonna. Well, would you say it's worse than Gears Pop?
that's
That's
not a
not even a real
real Gears
Gears game.
game.
I don't know, man. Okay, whatever. Just because it's the worst of the Gears game does not mean it's a bad game. It's still a really good game.
If it was a good game, it would be called the worst Gears of the game. Worst Gears game.
That's why I say the worst Gears game, not the worst game. Anyways, so
I
people
would
can
say game
fly.
too.
The post developer people can fly. They're suspending or scaling back more projects, or just projects in general, amid what CEO. Oh man, I'm gonna fucking butcher this name. Sebastian Woj Wojci Wojciechowski.
Canceled.
Yeah, I know. Is calling external market pressures. All this is telling me is that uh, they probably were making games that were, maybe following certain trends, and they're seeing like certain failures and saying, "Yeah, never mind."
Make Bulletstorm 2, dicks.
Right? Can we get a Bulletstorm 2? Like, I just want Bulletstorm 2. I mean, it's set up. We ended on a cliffhanger, didn't it? Wasn't it? Like his friend, spoiler for fucking, what was it? It came out in 2012 or some shit. Uh
Mm-hmm.
no, not 2012. 2010 or something, right? Cuz it came out before Gears 3. It
Yeah, the beta.
had the beta. So 2010. Yeah, spoiler for like a fucking 14-year-old game. At the end of the game, his friend who like had robotic implants or like was basically mostly robot after a fucking accident that happened at the beginning of the game, or whatever, like looks like they're turned evil or some shit. And like for the main character's like best friend, whatever he is. So like that's it. The game came out, like I said, like 14 years ago or some shit, maybe 13 years ago if it came out early 2011 before Gears 3 or whatever.
The
It might
dumb
have
thing
actually
is
come out
and the dumb thing is they've made like VR Bulletstorm and like they've made a remastered version. It's like,
with Duke
why are we
Nukem.
getting why are we getting all this stuff? But
Well, okay, so I kind of understand why we haven't gotten a Bulletstorm, because Epic owns. I'm pretty sure Epic owns. Well, maybe not. Maybe People Can Fly owns it now, but they own, at least as far as my understanding, Epic owns the rights to Bulletstorm. And then after, I think it might have been after Bulletstorm, that's when Epic bought People Can Fly. For a while, they were called Epic Games Poland because they're from Poland, obviously. But it's just like Chair Entertainment. Remember Chair Entertainment? Like they made, there's that game called Undertow, and then they made
that Metroidvania
that
game, right?
Metroidvania game. Yeah, I'm not remembering. But like, what has Chair done now? I think they work on Fortnite. Oh, I think Chair did that iOS game, right? That with the swiping. What was it called?
Yeah,
Infinity
most
Sword?
iOS games have swiping.
No, but it was like it was. You know what I'm talking about? Was it called Infinity Sword
Tinder,
or something? Infinity Blade or
Infinity
something?
Blade. Yeah,
Oh, Infinity
I think
Blade.
I think
there's
that's
two of them.
I think that's Chair Entertainment. There's three of them. I think
Oh, really?
there's
Yeah,
three
I
of,
think there's a third one.
and I think there's even like a spin-off game that was supposed to be. I think it was like a dungeon crawler or some shit. I'd have to look it up. Yeah. But like, what does Chair Entertainment do now? I think all they do is work on fucking Fortnite, right? As far as I'm understanding.
Goat Night, you mean? Goat Night? 'Cause it's goat? It's goated?
Wow. So yeah, like, well, because People Can Fly, they were purchased by Epic Games. Um, then, like I said, they were Epic Games Poland for all the time. Then they got their independence back.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're now they're People Can Fly again. But yeah, they've done like Outriders. And yeah, there was some
Game
VR stuff.
sucked.
Hmm?
That game sucked too.
It sucked.
Yeah, I mean, it just wasn't. It was just very generic. Like nothing great about it.
Yeah, there's 3 Infinity Blade games. Like that. I want to see though. I swear there's. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find. I thought there was like maybe it was a spinoff that ended up getting like canceled.
Hashtag canceled.
Maybe. Yeah, I can't find.
It's not really important.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, I understand why we haven't gotten a Bulletstorm.
I
It's just
understand there's like logistics and like why we don't get sequels to certain games, but it's just I don't know, just sucks. Like don't I just don't get the point of like if you're not gonna give us sequels to games, then don't give us like a fucking remastered versions because like I feel like it's kind of cruel. Like we've already played that game. If we really want to play it, we can just go back to it on our platforms. Like especially if game like Xbox, if the Series X is backwards compatible with it. Like yeah, is it nice to get an upres version? But I feel like you kind of do that to kind of get hype, and we're gonna release like another game. Like I don't know, like with Prince of Persia. Like if you do that and the Sands of Time remake gets good reviews, it's like okay, now we're gonna like fucking go full scale on a new Prince of Persia game. So
and that was the thing. Yeah, Bulletstorm had good reviews, had favorable reviews. Obviously, it was popular enough. I think it did make money. Like I swear I saw that it sold well enough. Maybe
yeah,
like
like
what helped is getting the Gears 3 beta, but still.
yeah. It was just a video like it was just like back when like a video game was like a video game, not like a live like obviously now it's like live service, but if you just like I feel like it would be even better received today than it was back then because it's just like it was just like a video game. It wasn't like oh we need to sell you all this shit. Like it's just like here's just a fun dumb video game where you just play as this dumbass and just goes around and just whips people into shit and shoots them with big giant guns and people would enjoy that.
And also, what other video game says what the dictates? Like, come on, man. We need that. You know what? That's probably what it is too. Is like the type
That
of
would heal. That would heal America right
that would
now.
heal America. That would heal the world. A new video game where they say what the dictates. You know,
That's
actually,
probably why. That's probably why the CEO of United Healthcare got killed. Is because we don't have
Jesus Christ,
people talking about you
about dictates.
about dictates.
But
The
no,
science proves that.
but I was gonna say, like, I think maybe that's another reason why it's not really been like why we haven't gotten another Bulletstorm is like the climate nowadays, where like game developers don't want to have those types of protagonists where they talk like that and that type of vulgar language and humor and toilet humor, whatever you want to call it. That's why we don't really get like. I mean, obviously the last game fucking bombed, but I'm pretty sure that's another reason why we don't get Duke Nukem games anymore.
Yeah, there's
It's
more
outdated.
reasons than that.
It's just outdated as fuck, bro.
Yeah. Game looked like dog shit, and it played like dog shit, and you could literally touch shit in that game. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, we are gonna be getting less stuff from People Can Fly. I think what should have happened
less
is
is but less is more. So just make something good.
I think Xbox should have fucking acquired them a long time ago and just put them on working on Gears games because they made a pretty good Gears game. Like you said, I don't care if it's the worst Gears game; it's still a good enough game. Maybe don't make, maybe just use that and don't call it Gears. Make it something else. And then they have their own franchise.
Mm, but probably not.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. All right, let's go ahead and move to the next thing.
Tell us the people that were waiting for Dino Crisis.
Huh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember this, but I do kind of remember this whole thing. Uh, I guess it was a class action lawsuit or something, right? So the FTC is requiring Epic Games. So speaking of Epic Games, yeah, requiring Epic Games to pay a total of $245 million to Fortnite players affected by what the organization determined to be unfair microtransaction practices. So that's going to be happening now. Um, I don't I swear I remember that there was like a lawsuit, but at the same time, I don't even remember it happening.
They probably there probably was a lawsuit a long time ago, and they probably just
Yeah,
settled out
they
of court.
usually I mean like I was part of a class action lawsuit against one of the companies I worked for, and it took like 4 years for anything to happen.
Did you get any money?
I got I got like two checks. The first one was like $130, and then they sent another one that was like $300 and something dollars.
Nice. Did you
So
get some hookers?
yeah, because hookers are cheap. Yeah, $300. Yeah, I'm gonna get cheap hookers
Well,
because that's a good way to make sure my dick, doesn't get diseased.
you gotta find some cheap hookers in Mexico. The fuck?
So if you go to Mexico, you go to this place called Hong Kong, apparently, and apparently they're pretty good there.
Oh, apparently, huh?
Look,
Yeah,
I
my buddy
can't
went
go to
to some strip
Mexico.
club
I can't go to
in Cali, bro. It's
Mexico.
pretty nuts.
Look, I can't go to Mexico. I don't speak Spanish, and I'm a brown ass fucking Hispanic dude. If I go over there not speaking Spanish, they're going to kill my ass.
You don't need
Okay.
to speak fucking Spanish for the fucking tits in your face.
No, ooh, los tetas or las tetas. Sí, sí.
Yeah, yeah, honestly, that would bring more women to you, to be honest, because you're a fucking this fucker's an American.
That means he's got
Yeah, he
money.
doesn't speak English.
That means
Yeah,
he's
he
got
doesn't
money.
speak Spanish.
How fucking wrong they would be. So I'm looking through
Because
the
you're poor.
yeah, exactly. That was the implication.
Well, I just
Devin.
want to spell it out for the other people.
So, anyways, it says according to this article on IGN, it says the FTC says it's distributing 629,344 payments today, which I don't remember when this was December 10th, so that was what 5 days ago, whatever. And will send additional payments, quote unquote, at a later date. The average payment comes in at $114 and is being delivered via PayPal and cash checks. Consumers involved in settlement payouts thus far chose their preferred payment method when submitting a claims form, and have 30 days to redeem payments made through PayPal and 60 days to cash their checks. It also has, if you feel you were affected, you can follow this link to submit a claims form. They have it on the website. So, but I don't even know what dates this would have happened. Like where they're like, oh, this is where.
A lot of parents are getting the money back for their kids that were just buying Fortnite skins up during the pandemic.
Oh, cool! They're getting $114 back. That's the average pay.
Maybe. I mean, it just obviously depends on how many fucking skins these kids are buying.
Yeah. Oh man, that's
If I got any money.
Well, you have to go fill out a fucking claim form. You can't. You don't just. They don't just send. You have to be a part of the class action lawsuit.
Oh damn! At least spend
Yeah.
like $700 on Fortnite. They had some really cool skins,
No.
man.
So I mean, if you think, so I'm looking through the website. You can still apply for the refund. You have until January 10th of next year.
There you go.
So it says the FTC is sending out payments totaling more than 72 million, blah, 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 players in the U.S. who were charged for unwanted purchases and filed a valid claim by October 8th, 2024. If you filed a claim after October 8th, you don't need to do anything else right now. The FTC is still reviewing claims filed after that date and will provide more information soon.
There you go, JJ. Go file a fucking claim because I filed I got
All right, here we go.
Cash App. Cash App had a fucking lawsuit,
So
so I
yeah,
fucking filed on
who is
there.
eligible to apply for a refund? You may apply for a refund if any of these statements are true. One, you were charged in-game currency for items you didn't want between January 2017 and September 2022. Two, your child made charges to your credit card. So you were referencing this, Devin. Your child made
Yeah.
charges to your credit card without your knowledge between January 2017 and November 2018. Or three, your account was locked between January 2017 and September 2022 after you complained to your credit card company about wrongful charges. You must be at least 18 to complete. Yeah, whatever. So, I mean, if you were charged between 2017 and 2022. If you made a purchase, you could probably try to be like, "Oh yeah, that I didn't want that. What the fuck?"
Yeah, dude, I didn't want any of my skin now, bro.
I mean, it's Fortnite. Does anyone want
A
anything
Juice
from
World I
Fortnite?
wanted, but that was now. I can't.
You like the Juice World one? Yes. I I don't even remember if I've
I never bought. I don't. I never bought in a skin, so I don't
I
know.
know
I
I've
know.
purchased skins, but I think I did like in 2023. So I
I
definitely
think the
couldn't
only
try to
skins
like
I've really
game the
bought,
system.
I bought fucking Joker and Harley Quinn for PUBG.
Not even the real skin. They're just outfits. They were kind of
I
cool
know,
though.
I know. And then fucking Jared fucking Leto and uh Margot Robbie.
I do remember you had those fucking.
But that was back when I was playing PUBG so fucking much.
I mean,
PUBG?
should we be playing more PUBG?
No.
We should, dude. They had the new update, bro.
Oh my god. There you go, JJ. He's like, I'm down for more PUBG.
I
Yeah.
miss PUBG, man. I miss PUBG.
My update is updating right now. I still have it down. I just like I can't find it myself to
I
delete
don't
it.
think I have PUBG downloaded. I could download it right now, I guess. I mean, I don't mind. I could download it. Why not? Why not? Maybe at some point we could play it.
Why not?
Why not? Fuck you, Devin. So yeah, there you go. Some money for people who, you know, think they
We're
got
dumb enough to
tricked.
play Fortnite.
We're dumb enough to play Fortnite between January 2017 and September 2022. Holy shit, Devin. Holy shit. All right, let's go ahead and
On
move
the
to
top
this.
row.
Let's move to this last thing, and then we'll talk about the Game Awards. Some GTA 6 stuff. This is from Jason Schreier. He's one of those more well-known like gaming journalists slash insiders slash morons. Um, he's got a few things. I guess he was talking about in an article. I don't remember what he works for. Like
Kotaku?
I don't think he works for Kotaku anymore. He works for like not what's that? Like a Washington something, Washington Journal or some shit.
Washington Post? Or I don't
Washington
know.
Post, something like that. And he does video game stuff, which I'm very surprised that he's still doing video game stuff for anything outside of for the quote unquote normal news outlets. Um, but yeah, he has a few things that he's saying about GTA 6. So the points that the major points that he hit on in his article. GTA 6 has already missed multiple deadlines, but is now on track to launch in fall 2025. We're gonna get back to that because he kind of retracted that statement apparently. Features a significant online mode designed to generate revenue for years. No shit. I mean, just look at GTA 5. Rockstar asked writers to be less crude toward minorities, which is a big red flag for me, because that's one of the big things I like about GTA games. They just fucking go at
That's
everyone.
unfiltered.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they go at everything. They make fun of like all the shit. So that's and publishers are patiently waiting for Rockstar to confirm a release date to avoid releasing their games near it. Now here's the other thing. So it said that in the article he says that they missed deadlines, but it's still on track for 2025. But then there was I don't know, this was like a tweet or something. He has me blocked, unfortunately, so I wouldn't know if it was a tweet from him. Um, he said I would be shocked if it actually made it next year. So he thinks it's gonna slip to 2026. Um, he's just saying because Rockstar is known for delaying their titles, and obviously with gaming becoming just a little bit harder to like when it comes to development and everything, it just seems the most likely scenario uh, at this point. I'm assuming, and yeah, so that's basically it for GTA. May come out next year, may come out 2026. Clearly, they're gonna have that online. That online, man. They're going to keep fucking plugging into it, plugging away at it.
Oh yeah.
Cause
I mean that's like I feel like you don't even need to be an insider. Like that's just like no
like
shit.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like when it's like oh, and it's designed to generate revenues. Like yeah, like that's basically like I mean they were doing that with GTA 5, and it's still
Mm.
their biggest thing. They still support it because it makes so much money for them. Um, like it just makes sense. Yeah, GTA 6 is gonna be the same shit. Like yeah, the
Water is also wet.
yeah. Now the thing about like it's gonna be less crude towards minorities is like I do want to talk about that because it's not. I'm like obviously I am one of those people who's like the whole like go woke, go broke kind of thing. I don't like that stuff being so in your face in video games nowadays. And we're gonna talk about a video game later that like they've just been like that or whatever. Like yeah, I am like that, but like I'm also just like if game developers are gonna be doing that, just try to make it more fair or make the game fun, whatever it is. The thing is, for me, when it comes to this, like, oh, they want the game, like the story stuff, or whatever, to be less crude toward minorities. Why? It's Grand Theft Auto. It's supposed to be like satirizing everything and making fun of everything. But if you say like, oh, but this has to be kind of like off limits, you're you're handicapping the writing to probably an extent that could really hurt it. I mean, really, really hurt it. I just don't see why they have to do that.
It's also a report. It's not also something that's true. So
I mean, yeah, that's true. It is a report from an insider. Uh, just because he's saying this is what's going on. But the thing is, like, Jason Schreier is like one of the he is he typically tends to be like right in what he reports.
yeah, but I mean, there's insiders that get it wrong, or I mean, like
But he's not. The thing
I
is,
know this is
he's
the
not
NBA,
one of
but like
those.
Sham Sharani reports on stuff, and then he gets called out by agents that, like with Jimmy Butler's agent, called out and stuff's not
But
true. So it's like
Shams Charania, I think, was always like that. Jason Schreier is more like Wojnarowski.
I know,
If we're
but
gonna
he
have
still
like a,
got Woj would get stuff wrong, or you could get stuff sent to you, or it could just be, I mean, stuff could get lost in translation. Like I'm not saying like it's not going to be true, but like a lot of stuff that he was saying, like I don't know, it's pretty basic shit. Like that, oh, the game could get delayed. I feel like a lot of people out, like even like layman's people that don't have access to any information, we kind of feel like the game might get delayed just because we haven't like seen much about it. And like yeah, I remember when Red Dead 1 came out, we at GameStop, we were given like polos and stuff, and they had like one date on it, and like it was really close to release, and when then it got pushed back. So then like people would be looking at our shirts and they'd be like, "Oh, it comes out now. Why isn't the game out? It says that your shirt says out." It's, oh, it got pushed back 3 months. So it's just like it could easily just come out and be like a January, February title, and I would not be shocked. So it's just like nothing that he's like saying is like surprising to me.
yeah, especially too like the last part where he's saying like a bunch of like other developers and publishers are like, oh, we're gonna wait till they
Yeah, we
announce
we've even talked about that. It's kind of just like we've joked about it. Like no one's gonna want to release their shit right around then. Like
because yeah, you're not gonna sell as much as GTA. I mean, I think certain games could just be like, yeah, no, we're gonna still like if there's like some JRPG that's gonna come out, it probably could because I think they're different enough. And I'm talking about like those super anime JRPGs, like the Tales
Yeah, or
games or
even like a
something,
Nintendo title could come out, and like that's completely different
like
markets. Like,
like a
but
Mario game or something. It's like if
yeah,
someone's gonna buy GTA, they're not gonna be like, well, I don't want to play Mario because it's basically GTA. No, they're gonna be like, I want Mario and GTA.
yeah, it's like Gears isn't gonna release around that. Like,
Yeah,
if there was
I
a
think
Halo,
yeah,
they wouldn't release around that.
I think
Like,
those
it's just
yeah yeah
Call of Duty will still release November, regardless.
because that just
If
I think the people who would buy Call of Duty, they'll buy GTA as well. But I think it's
yeah,
because they're the types of people who only buy Call of Duty, Madden, or FIFA, or I guess it's not called FIFA anymore. EA Sports FC, whatever it's called, FIFA, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
yeah,
They only buy those games so they could be like, oh shit, yeah, Grand Theft Auto. I want to buy Grand Theft Auto as well. So that's just it. Those are the games they're buying for the year: Call of Duty, FIFA, slash Madden, and Grand Theft Auto.
yeah. I don't know. Like nothing he's saying. It's just like I'll take it with a grain of salt till I hit it. Like till I hear it from the developers or like see reviews. Obviously, when it comes out, but like I don't know. Rockstar's still Rockstar. And it could just be someone who's like, oh, they didn't want to make like this really edgy joke, so I'm gonna tell them that like the game's not as edgy. And it's like, okay, that joke would have been over the line like way back when, you know. So it's like, I mean, like I sent that fucking meme. It's like you can't hear a picture, and I was talking about like that yee ass haircut line from GTA
Oh
5.
my
Like,
god, yeah, that one. So
so
good.
it's just like I know, but it's like I just can't imagine them. They like I don't know. They're GTA. It's kind of like they're not gonna get
South Park,
canceled.
you know,
They're not gonna. Yeah, they're not
South
gonna
Park,
get
yeah.
canceled. So I don't know. I just doubt it. So I just like I said, just taking everything with a grain of salt
Yeah.
till I
Yeah.
hear it from the horse's mouth.
I mean, yeah, we still have to wait up to a year and a half, maybe, at the most.
Yeah,
Maybe. I mean, if
we
it
got
does
plenty
slip
of
to,
good shit coming out, so we'll be
oh
fine.
my God,
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
2025 is looking really good.
Yeah, 224, 20, yeah, 24 had to
Big
be slow,
butthole.
so 2025 can cook, bro. Right.
Dude, yeah, 25 is, yeah, I think we're going to get it. If everything stays on track, we're looking at one of the best years in gaming since what?
2023.
You say 2023. What the fuck? Wow.
2023 had like I mean was a good year.
No, I'm talking about epic years. Like, years where like the 2007 where you had
Oh, so your Zelda thing wasn't good. Your Zelda DLC
just
wasn't good.
because just because they had like that one good really great game and some other good games does not make it an epic year. I'm talking about like you had fucking cuz what? I think the 2022, right? Cuz you had a lot of great games in 2022. Like didn't Elden Ring come out in 2022?
Elden Ring was 23, but
Was it?
yeah, Elden Ring and Zelda they both came out the same year, so that's why like
No, they didn't. Did they?
pretty sure they did.
That's not 22 too.
I could have swore Elden Ring came out the year before uh
Mm,
Tears.
maybe I don't know.
2022. Elden Ring was 2022.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah. uh there was a good amount of games in 2022. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I would consider epic years, but like also I don't play every game, so I'd have to look up game releases and everything. So, but again, I mean, we're gonna talk about it too because there were some announcements at the Game Awards for games that are coming out next year. That yeah, if 2025 keeps track, like if everything stays on track and just keeps to
Mm-hmm.
that timeline, woof, like
We gonna be feasting, boys.
I mean, like next year is starting out pretty well. Within the first, within the first few months, like we are gonna have Avowed in February, right? Like,
Supposed to, yeah.
you know what? Let me look at my Opera. What do you call it? It tells me it's gonna have the release dates for some games. Why isn't it showing me? Oh, it's an update. That's why.
This is really good podcasting time.
Fuck you. All right. So, all right. So what we got? Freedom Wars. Wait, there's a Freedom Wars remaster coming out next year. Interesting. I didn't even know that. What Dynasty Warriors Origins? Those are big games. I mean, I'm not a huge Dynasty Warriors guy, but people love them. You know. There's what Hordes.
It's a guilty pleasure for those Dynasty Warriors, you know.
But they're
Oh,
big
that's me.
sellers.
I'm guilty pleasure
But I
Dynasty
mean, yeah,
Warriors
they're
guy.
big sellers, dude. They make money. That's why we have fucking 10,000 of them. There's the PC release of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That's coming out next
PC
year.
release of Last of Us 2.
Jesus Christ. Spider-Man 2, whatever, coming out. Civilization, Slime Heroes. Assassin's Creed Shadow comes out in February.
Man.
What is this one? Arrow 1. There's what is this? The Yakuza game, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Uh, Another Tales game. Oh no, that's not Tales. That's Tales of the Shire. Never mind.
Tales of it's like that Tales of Grace's F, right? I think next.
I think so. Yeah. Uh, what the fuck? It doesn't have Avowed. Avowed's coming out in February, doesn't it? They're not showing it here.
Supposed to.
Yeah. So by March, we have a few games. There's a Yakuza game, the Assassin's Creed Shadows, the Final Fantasy VII PC release, Spider-Man 2 PC release, Avowed, and I mean, we could go a little over March. April 3rd is Last of Us Part 2 remastered for PC. So like if within that first few months plus extra days, like we
First
have
quarter,
we have some big games. Like that's that's something. Obviously, there's a bunch of other games that are gonna come out, but yeah. So yeah, next year we're gonna what's that, like that Sabrina the Teenage Witch uh like gif. I don't know if you ever see, or video or whatever, where it's like everyone's putting a bunch of food at her, like throwing a bunch of food at her or whatever, like plates of food, and she's like, oh, I can't eat it all, I can't take this all. That's gonna be us. It's gonna be us, but with video games. Also now
something
that
like that.
also now that I think about that, it's kind of the start of like some Pornhub videos. But anyways, all right, let's go ahead and move on to the last thing. Let's get to the big thing of the past week: the Game Awards, the Keeleys.
Ooh, I like that.
I mean, yeah, this is the Mountain Dew master, the Mountain Dew Pope himself. Uh, Now, full disclosure, I didn't watch the Game Awards because honestly, I don't care enough. I think anymore.
Canceled.
I mean, look, dude. Like,
You're canceled. I just said
yeah,
it. It's too late. You're
look,
canceled.
look. I think.
No one cares what you think. You're
Like I wanted
canceled.
to interview Jeff Keighley, and now you're fucked, bro. No, God, thanks, bro. Thanks.
Look at it. I think they're just not.
Yep, Jeff Keighley just texted me. He said we're not partnering with you anymore.
He's like, no, no.
It looks like you guys have lost out on any future collabs. So, anyways, yeah, I think I don't care enough anymore because you could just look online and see, like, all the trailer announcements are going to be on YouTube and stuff, and you could look at what was, if you really care about certain, like, oh, who was streamer of the year, you could look it up.
Queso, baby.
Queso, bro. That's fucking hype shit, bro.
Wait, did that actually happen?
Yeah,
No.
Queso won Streamer of the Year.
At the Game Awards, really?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
that's fucking awesome.
You
bro.
guys talk about him a lot too, so
You could be the next Queso.
I'm
Honestly.
no, not having it.
Oh, you don't want to be rich? Okay.
Yeah, he did it for his family, I think.
I don't want to be like you don't want to be rich. Okay, so I guess
Yeah.
yeah. So look, there's only 2 awards that I actually cared about was
Streamer of the
game
Year.
yeah. It was Game of the Year, and I didn't even remember it was a thing until I saw people talking about it. Was best game adaptation, I guess, or whatever. So that's the only other one I care about because the Fallout show won apparently, and people are pissed about that. They think Arcane should have won, but obviously they didn't watch the Fallout show then because that Fallout show was really good. Like it was good. It was
Mm,
just a good show
yeah,
in
I mean, like
general.
both were good. It's just like, yeah, unfortunately, only one can win.
There can be only one. Um, I don't know. So actually, let's go. Let's start that. We'll talk about announcements. Some of the announcements that stood out to us, I guess. But let's go ahead and go with maybe some of the.
Which one? I have every single one pulled up. What do you want?
No. We'll talk about what announcements matter to us, and we'll
Oh, the
talk
game
about
announcements?
and what game announcements and what game awards probably matter to us. So like yeah, I mean, what do you guys think about Fallout winning at best adaptation?
It's fine.
Oh, they should have waited longer for Sonic 3, baby. Fun. I'm just kidding. I feel like it's deserved, dude. It's fucking good, bro. I get it, Arcane is good, but like,
I think it's just because
it,
it's harder to adapt it live action. I think that's probably why they gave it to Fallout. I think it's easier to adapt like an already digital media to another digital media. But like Fallout, they had to actually like adapt live action wise. I think that was what's made it harder.
I don't know. I still think the way at Fallout was portrayed in the games, I think it just fit perfectly of how if you watch the show, it's literally the game. Like
Yeah.
nothing about it. It's like oh, they changed a lot of lore to make it crazy, you know, accurate in the show. Then they changed the game. Like no, this is literally the fucking. You could do that. You can kind of do that wacky stuff in the game, you know, explore, do whatever, all that
Yeah,
shit.
crazy
I'm not
robot.
saying. Yeah, I'm not saying. Yeah, like a crazy robot. It's just random bullshit that Fallout
Mm-hmm.
does, and that's what I think knocked it
Hmm.
out of the park. I think,
Not y'all
but
get
Arcane though, I think
sidetracked
was
by
very
random
well.
bullshit.
Yeah, I think Arcane was a very good, you know, contender as well. It's just a shame that, you know, it's just two titans were fighting it out. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, it's either we one with a good show or one with another good show. In my opinion, it was tough.
Yeah, no, no, I'm glad Fallout won because that was like when it came like when it came to what was for video game adaptations or whatever, like that was pretty much my favorite thing, like for the shows and all that stuff. Fallout was such a good show. Like I mean I watched it twice, so you know I very much enjoyed it. I can't wait for the next season. So I just hate
In
that.
2026.
I know. I just hate that that's what it is now. I very much am so against waiting
You're
two
not even gonna be
years.
alive then.
Oh my god, fuck you.
Yeah, dude, seriously, man, crazy.
I'm worried about you.
You still probably wouldn't even get Elder Scrolls anyway before that. Is it? Oh yeah, I think but
We won't get a Bloodborne remake either by then.
no. You see, apparently, fucking Spider Man, like you know, Beyond the Spider Verse is going to almost till like at least 2026. No,
Yeah.
fucking
This shit's
bullshit, man.
supposed to be released
Like
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 way
last year
long
Christmas, right? Or like
ago.
this year Christmas or some shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fucking Christ, bro. Fucking Sony, man.
Anybody want to go see the new Raven movie with me?
The new oh god.
Yeah, I'll watch it with you. You know what? Because we live in Oregon together. We can watch things together.
All right.
God, the new Rhino CGI is so shitty.
I've been seeing a bunch of people talking about that Rhino, how Rhino looks in the Craven movie. Spoilers: Rhino's like, I guess, the main villain or one of the villains in the Craven movie. Who gives a fuck? No, nobody apparently saw that movie. It made like 4 million this past weekend.
Got a 3. Like
Jesus
most people,
Christ, dude.
yeah,
Yeah, nobody
like
saw the movie, so like obviously nobody gives a shit.
it's like Borderlands.
Jesus.
That's insane. They make movies like that, bro. And like Sony's like, no, we got him next time, dude. We got this shit, bro.
But like, so yeah,
Even though they
people
just
are
said like they think
complaining,
they're done, right?
or not complain, but people are like making fun of the way Rhino looks. But I'm like, how can you make Rhino look cool in live action? He kind of can't. He's too goofy looking of a character. It's a dude in a Rhino suit who's supposed to be huge. Like he's big. Like maybe not as big as like Venom or Juggernaut, or obviously not Juggernaut, but he's a big motherfucker. I just
I think it's pretty
I
big. The fucking Venom.
I mean,
He's pretty fucking massive, bro.
yeah, I guess
Like
yeah. But it's just I don't know. You kind of like.
maybe
I
the
don't know.
same
Can you
size
imagine if a
the
dude
Deadpool
just?
Juggernaut one. That big.
But can you imagine if a guy
I
was
don't
just
know.
like
Just
in a gray suit that had rhino horns? That's gonna look just as goofy. Like I don't know how you
Out
could
of
do a live action.
all the fucking people, all the fucking other people in the Spider-Man universe, they chose fucking Rhino. Like, let's do this. But I guess he's supposed to be a hunter, but still, like, couldn't choose anybody else, man.
I don't know.
Stuck in the teat of Spider-Man just because you want to just have Disney by the fucking nuts. Really?
but then they don't even use like a single Spider. Like they don't even introduce like a new Spider-Man or try to use Andrew Garfield or
So
they don't use Tobey Maguire. But it's like
I don't know if you
or
guys saw
fucking
this.
Adam Miles Morales.
No, I don't know if you guys saw this. Apparently, Marvel never said that. Like there was no stipulation or nothing that Sony couldn't use Spider-Man in their movies. They just chose not to use him apparently.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, because they're cucks, bro.
Like, how the fuck are you gonna be allowed? Like, they're not gonna be like, oh well, okay, since you're letting us, like, cause that's the thing. Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man, so Marvel had to be like, yeah, we want to be able to use him. And Marvel wasn't like, oh yeah, but you can't use him in your movies. And then just to be like, fuck, Marvel, he's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. How can we Oh, we can't capitalize on that, even though they're not telling us not to use him. Fuck. Let's make a Venom movie, and then a Morbius movie, and a Madam Web
Yeah.
movie, and oh my god, it's so
Like, they even
stupid.
And Venom, and then the Venom has the fucking end credit scene where it's just like he like it's heavily implied that like oh he knows of like he's like oh like there's a Spider-Man or whatever, you know. It's like just fucking add a Spider-Man, like
and like a little bit of a symbiote was left in
yeah.
fucking Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, and then I'm like, you still have Andrew Garfield. You have Tobey Maguire if he wants to fucking do that shit again. Doubt it. But
Andrew
like,
Garfield's apparently said that he would be down to do like
everybody's
another
down for
movie.
a third fucking Spider-Man, an Amazing Spider-Man, dude. Like, that was a redemption arc from No Way Home for him to actually try to do it on a new one.
Mhm.
You know, and people were speculating that Venom and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man is connected, but
Yeah.
Sony's like, you
Because
know
there
what?
was like
Craven
trailers
movie.
and stuff that would like that's like oh this was like the same poster style that was used in Andrew Garfield and stuff. So yeah, they just like as the kids say, they fumbled the bag on that one.
It's insane, bro. Like, I'm glad they're stopped with the movie. Like, it's just fucking crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
They even use
Apparently,
Vulture and fucking
Craven the
Morbius,
Hunter. Yeah,
dude.
apparently Craven the
Is the
Hunter.
last one.
That's it. They're killing their Spider Universe.
The
So
Sony, yeah, the Sony, but not
Yeah,
even like the Sony fucking spin-off spiders. Like because it's not even
yeah,
you're not even getting the good ones.
yeah. Like, holy fuck, bro. Like, let's make a Spider-Man universe without Spider-Man. Like, that sounds fucking retarded.
it's
But
yeah.
I'm in. You know, like, what the fuck, dude? Who the fuck's up there? Fuck. Holy shit, bro. Whatever they're fucking smoking must be hella strong as shit, bro.
They're smoking their own farts. That's what they were.
Like, it's insane. Like, yeah, you have cool villains. You know, you can make it badass, but without Spider-Man, the fuck? Like maybe like I don't even know, dude. Like I know, or maybe they're trying to like use the background stories and make this their own Sinister Six or some shit. But the fuck off, dude.
But who do you need to fight the Sinister Six? You need Spider-Man. Dumbasses.
It's like,
Oh
oh
yeah, they were
yeah,
supposed to make it. Oh
get
my
it. Like,
god, yeah.
okay, we need them to fight who? We can't fight
The
Spider-Man.
closest thing you guys introduced was like Madam Web, and like you have like
Well, I mean,
those
Venom.
characters for like a
Was
hot
Venom gonna
second.
be there, basically fighting villains and stuff with Madam Web or some shit? Like that's the thing. I don't. I don't even know what they were gonna do, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
besides,
nothing was like
Ted Hardy,
culminating to
Tom Hardy was
anything.
like saying like he's done after the third one. Like no more of him. So
I thought he said he was down to do more.
done. I don't know. He said I thought he was done after the third one.
I thought I saw that he was.
But again, he could have fucking
No,
symbiote
he
can
said
do
he's
your
done
bullshit.
with. He said he's done with Venom. Maybe he's done with Venom standalones. Like
I think
kind
that's
of
what
how
it
Ryan
was.
Reynolds.
I think
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
it was.
It's
Yeah.
like Ryan Reynolds has said he's done with Deadpool, but he'll show up in other movies. Like
I
he'll
think
do
that's what it was.
that.
Yeah. I think he was like down to like show up as Venom in other movies, but he was done with like Venom movies or something
Yeah,
too.
because
I
like
think
look,
that's what
like
it is.
imagine movie like, oh, I'm doing it, hell yeah, bro. Venom is badass. It's like, yo, your
I do
movie.
need to watch the third one.
I know. I need to
I
Just
watch
know.
the third one.
I still want to watch the third one. Like no guilty pleasure. I like to watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
yeah, at
guilty
least
pleasures.
that. I mean, yeah,
Look.
but that one's
The
like
thing is, they're
those ones
fun.
are.
They're fun movies.
Yeah, the Venom ones are fun guilty pleasures. The other ones are just fucking
Bad.
ass. Like
Yeah.
they're just ass movies.
Like
Like
I watched Morbius and I refused, and like it was not good because it was on
yeah,
Netflix or it's on Netflix. I don't know if it's still on. And I just refuse after everything I've seen of Madam Web. I refuse to watch it because I'm like, no, why? Like
it's really bad.
the thing about like Morbius is that it took itself seriously, and apparently that's what Madam Web did kind of too. Although it also kind of didn't take itself seriously, which is kind of weird. But you could tell the Venom movies, like Tom Hardy was like, no, let's have some fucking fun. You could tell he's having fun playing Venom and Eddie Brock. Like you could
That's
tell
him. Like
Tom
I
Hardy.
feel like he's a pretty good Eddie Brock. It's hard to not see another Eddie Brock.
Yeah,
When I see Tom, I was like, okay, that's
he.
cool. Like that.
You could tell
You mean
he
you don't
had
see
fun.
Topher Grace?
No,
Whew. Did I tell you guys? I actually met Topher Grace one time when I was working
no, you didn't.
at
No, you
a
didn't.
security guard at a hospital. Yeah, I met Topher Grace. I'm not even kidding.
You give him a handshake.
He was a very
Hand job?
nice. Yes, I met Topher Grace and I gave him a hand job while I was working security at a hospital.
You had to
Over the
check
pants.
everything,
Yeah,
right? You
over
had
the
hella
pants hand
security.
job, dude.
All right, so let's go ahead and move to the game of the year announcement. Jesus fucking Christ. So right off the bat, I think I just want to say this. I think the whole Elden Ring Shadow of the Year Tree being added to the Game of the Year stuff and like, oh yeah, we're gonna let DLCs on it. I think that was all bullshit. I think they did that for eyes and ears to like talk about it and see it and everything. And they never intended to give Shadow of the Year Tree Game of the Year. I
Yeah,
think
that's
that's
kind of
all it was.
weird.
I think they just wanted to generate clicks and everything. That's all it was. And so what actually ended up winning, I don't understand. Astrobot won Game of the Year. Look, I
Mario
like the
clone.
Astrobot. Like that first game, I'm pretty sure I haven't played the new Astrobot game. I'm pretty sure it's good, but what? In what
Must
world
have been a really slow
does a
year.
third?
You know.
Yeah, but in what world does a third-person platforming game or like what?
Yeah, like you said, like that's weird when they had to change the rules that DLC as fucking game of the year, but then everything happens.
But then they give it to Astrobot. I'm gonna. I like. I just. I don't understand why that ended up winning when we had other games that were just so much better than that. Like even some that weren't even nominated. I mean, we talked about that. Astrobot winning, and I wanted to bring this up too. So, because Black Myth Wukong was, you know, like obviously a big deal this year and everything, and part of it, and obviously part of the whole uh, Game of the Year stuff and everything. This This is from the Game Science CEO, like himself. I don't know if it was like a Reddit post or something, but this is from him. He was criticizing the Game Awards, um, and apparently he wrote a Game of the Year acceptance speech 2 years ago for the game. But from him, quote, the games nominated this year were all excellent. But I really didn't understand the criteria for this year's Game of the Year. Felt like I came here for nothing. Ultimately, we took home Best Action Game and Player's Voice. Especially winning Player's Voice was gratifying. Those are just some of the things he said. So even he was like, are you like really Astrobot? And I have seen a lot of people like, really Astrobot won Game of the Year. I don't
No, no,
understand that one.
seriously.
Yeah, I just want to get your guys' thoughts on Astrobot above every other game, basically, this year.
It's fucking weird, man. Mario clone
Sony
wins,
bump.
bro. Yeah, Sony, dude.
I mean,
It's just the
so
Sony bump.
that's like so hard drive had what do you call it? Harddrive.net, it's a joke website. They make, joke articles and everything. But they put out a tweet when the PS5 Pro was announced and how like Jeff Keighley was like, basically all in love with it or whatever.
Dick riding it.
Yeah, dick riding it. And like there was an article saying like Sony announced or PlayStation announces pro set of boots for Jeff Keighley to lick. And after the Astrobot win, they retweeted that out. Yeah. This just
Yeah, like I don't know how like the Game of the Awards work. Like who's in charge? You know?
So it is supposed to be like an actual panel of like games journalists and everything.
Okay.
But
Like
like
E3.
I didn't see the thing is of all the like different games journalists and stuff like that, I never once saw anybody like praising Astrobot that much over other games. And every time I saw like Game of the Year talk, like might be my Game of the Year, it was always something else. Never Astrobot. Like Black Myth Wukong seemed to be the biggest one for like when people were like, "This I know it's early, but this is my Game of the Year," and it kept going. I thought like I honestly did think Black Myth Wukong should have probably won it, just based on all the chatter throughout the year. So I just don't see where Astrobot came in and just swooped in and took it from any other game, just in general. And that's why I'm like, from all the everything I saw on social media, I'm like, did Jeff Keighley just be like, nah, I'm gonna make an executive decision and my vote weighs more? He has to have a vote, right? Like, there's no way he doesn't. Like, it's Jeff Keighley. It's still his show.
Yeah. He could have like a I don't know, deciding
Or
vote.
or maybe he
It's just
just tried to
everything
like,
rigged, bro. Like it's just weird shit, bro. Yeah, that's there's no way. Like all those connect, like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, fucking Wukong, Black Myth Wukong got outbeaten by a fucking Mario clone, bro. There's no way.
yeah, I don't know. I don't understand like just where it all went wrong. And this is why, see, this is the thing. Last year we had the complaints of like all the ads and stuff like that or whatever. Like at some point, Jeff Keighley has to understand like he wants these things to get taken super seriously, right? Like Astrobot winning Game of the Year is probably gonna like it's gonna bring it back a couple years, at least. Like people are not gonna take it as seriously when games like Astrobot are winning Game of the Year. Like I know it doesn't matter how good that game is. Like it's still at the end a 3D platformer, and those games are never like that. It didn't do anything innovative like that. It just was a better version of that demo game that came with the PlayStation 5.
It had cute references to a bunch of Sony games throughout the years.
Yeah, there were legitimately other games that did something different or just did something so good. Like Black Myth Wukong, from everything I watched, that game is that good. My personal game of the year is this freaking Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom or whatever. Like that game is somehow, you know, the freedom of Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild in a 2D plane. You know, the top down 2D plane or whatever.
Yeah.
I just or you know even Resident Evil 2, right? That was it this year, right? Or no, was it Resident Evil 2?
Resident Evil 2?
Four. Wasn't that nominated or something? Or
Yeah, Dead Space and I think Resident Evil, I thought.
yeah, like that game remade a game that was so good already and made it actually like even better. Or even like you were saying Silent Hill, the Silent Hill 2 remake, right? Was it Silent
JJ.
Hill 2? JJ?
Yeah.
It's just to me when there was games that clearly just achieved overachieved or whatever you want to say. And Astrobot was just like there. I don't know. I know I probably shouldn't even be really talking about it because I haven't actually played Astrobot, but it's just
Played Mario?
yeah, right. I played Mario.
Yeah, but it has cute little like fucking old Sony references. Like, oh, you see Jack Daxter, bro. Yeah, bro. You see the hunter from Bloodborne in there too, bro. Won't do anything with the game, but yeah. I wanted to do that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, at that point too, like the thing is, yeah, it may have been DLC, an expansion, but Shadow of the Year Tree probably should have just won if that's what we're doing. Okay, let's. That's probably enough about that. Let's go ahead and just talk about. We'll start with JJ. What is the for the announcements? What were some of the ones that stuck out with you that you're like, okay, I'm looking this. I'm pretty sure we all have one, so we'll talk about that one last.
Oh.
Other games.
Um, Turok looked pretty cool. That's one of those games I
Was it
really liked playing when I was younger.
Origins, right? Turok Origins.
Yeah, Turok Origins looked pretty cool. Like, I really hope it's kind of has like a little bit of that creepy factor like Turok 3 did.
Yeah, unless like the Turok 360 game that came out.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that was like the last one besides like, all the remakes and shit. Whatever.
Yeah, because that last Turok game, I fucking remember. I still played it, and I did the online for that last Turok game was so bad.
It
Such a
was
laggy.
fucking terrible.
It was such a laggy piece of dog shit. Like, oh, I remember all I did because it was so laggy. But if you wanted to get killed, you just run around with a knife. You would just, I think it was the right trigger. You just spam the right trigger, and you'd get kills like just randomly because it was so fucking laggy, and you just randomly kill some person. You just do the knife animation, kill somebody, and it'd be like, hey, cool, free kill.
Yeah, people hacking and shit. Fucking game's so busted. But I really hope it's good. It's one of those games. The game's been dormant for a long time. You know, not actually doing something.
Oh no!
Cool.
See that was one of the things actually about the Game Awards is bringing back some of those dormant IPs that are, some of them are over 20 years old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I would say that one. 'Cause I don't want to say the one that I think we might be.
Like I said, I think we all share one that's coming out next year. Uh, so we'll talk about that like basically last. Okay, fine. Devin, what about you? What are some of the announcements that stuck out besides obviously the biggest one?
For me, I would like Turok was one of them that I'm really excited about. I'm excited. I mean, we knew about this one, but Mafia We knew about Witcher, so like we knew about those ones. So those ones I'm excited about. And then it's cool that Naughty Dog's actually going to be doing a new IP instead of re-releasing the same damn game. So that'll be cool.
I when I saw the trailer for that, that shit turned me off so hard to playing that game. Like,
It's going to be a new IP though,
I
so
know, but what are we
I
like?
am
What are we
glad.
doing here, man?
I'm glad
Like,
we're not getting fucking Last of Us. Like Last of Us Remastered 2 for the Pro version, like $10 upgrade.
but like
So
that character that they're using, I'm like, what are we doing?
as long as the gameplay is good, I don't give a shit what the
The
character
thing
looks like.
is, their gameplay hasn't been good since Uncharted 4
Yeah,
because
but I mean,
Neil
maybe they're gonna do
Druckmann
something
directed
different.
Neil Druckmann game directed games don't care about. I mean, he has said it. We don't use the word fun. He doesn't care about gameplay. He cares about the story.
Could be different this time. We know nothing about the game, but like I said, I'm just glad that we don't have to sit through another
Last of Us,
like remake.
Last of Us Part 2 remastered EX Championship Edition. Yeah.
Yeah, like Last of Us. Yeah, Last of Us 2 remastered, fucking Pro edition. You know, like we don't have to do that. So that's what like those are my big ones, and then obviously the one we'll talk about later.
Okay, so for me, there's two of them that stuck out that I'm like, oh my god, yes, give them to me now. Onimusha, Way of the Blade, I think it's going to be called, and the Okami
Yeah,
sequel.
that's thinking. Yeah,
Like, I never finished Okami, but I played a lot of it. Unfortunately, I should probably get back to it and play it and finish it out actually. But yeah, no, that first Okami game is so it's it's slow to start. There's a lot of talking, but once you start getting like into the game and everything, ooh. And I haven't played the other the two sequels, but I have played Onimusha one back when it first came out or whatever. Um, yeah, and an Onimusha sequel's like, yes, give that to me. I am wondering though, with because like the game had like tank controls and everything, kind of can't do that, and I don't think they'd want to do it like just like like how they did the Resident Evil remakes. I'm wondering if they're gonna make it more Souls-like, actually. Like, I don't know. We'll see. If they do it that way, I'm not gonna be mad about it. An Onimusha Souls-like sounds fun if done correctly, because you can fuck up a Souls-like. You very much can. Lords of the Fallen, I'm looking at you. First one, at least, right? I don't know. Is the second one not good? I don't remember.
it's average.
That first one's not good. I couldn't even I played like a couple hours of it. And it was such a oh my god. Um. So yeah, if done right, I could be into that. That's just speculation, though. So I don't know. Like I'm just I'm just looking at like you kind of can't do Onimusha the way it was done before nowadays, which is why you don't see that for Resident Evil games. So I'm just wondering how they're going to do it. If they're going to just make it more of a third person action game or make it more Souls like or whatever it is. So yeah. No, those are the two. Obviously, third one, whatever. So yeah, the third one then, and now we could talk about it. Elden Ring, Night Rain, like which we talked about it last week, didn't we? Right, where he's like that Miyazaki or whatever said that like I mean technically he was right, right? He said we're not looking at making an Elden Ring sequel. This isn't technically a sequel; it's a spin-off game. So
Yeah,
I
because you
guess
got Souls character or Souls bosses and stuff in
yeah,
there.
in the trailer I saw the Nameless King, right? Like I'm not wrong in saying I saw the
Oh no,
Nameless
he's in
King.
there.
Yeah. Um. So technically he wasn't lying, but what a motherfucker, right? Like, oh, we're not looking at making an Elden Ring sequel. Like, bro, come on. Like,
You gotta ask the right questions. Are you looking to make any games in the Elden Ring universe?
yeah, that's what it should have been. So yeah, and I think I think I speak for us all, right? Like aside maybe from Avowed for maybe you and me, Devin. I don't know. Maybe you too, JJ. I don't know. Like that, at least coming up, that's the soonest or whatever. That would probably be our most anticipated game right now.
Probably.
Yeah, yeah, I'll fucking play the shit out of it.
Especially too, like it's gonna be a 3-player. Like they said, it is gonna be
Yeah.
friendly to single player and everything. But like everything I've been watching videos on it and what it's gonna be. It and oh my yeah, I might have to get this game on PC actually because the modding scene is going to definitely make a battle royale for it. They are definitely going to do that because
So
it
you want to play against other players? I thought it was already gonna essentially be like a battle royale plus, like, because the map gets smaller, you
yeah.
have all day to get it, and then the nighttime you fight the boss, and then you just rinse and repeat until you literally die.
So
It's
yeah,
literally
it's basically it's a roguelike thing. You just fight bosses at
There's
nighttime.
preset
Yeah,
characters.
preset characters and everything. But that's why
And you
because
can
the map gets
yeah.
smaller. That's why I'm like, it's not like there's no battle royale elements except for that the map getting smaller. That's why I'm like, oh, people are definitely going to mod like a crappy battle royale into Elden Ring Night Ring. Like it's gonna happen just because they have that now where the map gets smaller. So that's why I'm like, maybe I should look at getting the game on PC. I have a PC that
like
could
I
run
said,
it.
all those mods are only like crazy for fucking like single player. Like
I don't know. I'm just saying, man.
if you want to play by yourself on PC, that's totally fine. Like go ahead. Me and Devin would just fucking play like normal, like not playing by yourself.
Wow.
You can just buy it on both then.
True,
Or if I
right?
just
or if I buy it on Xbox, you don't
and
have
I
to worry
buy it
about
on
it.
PC. I can play it on PC with the mods, and yeah, he buys it on Xbox. I still play it on Xbox. It's a win-win.
Yeah, play by yourself on
So
PC, then
win-win-win.
play with us.
Win-win-win. Yeah. So yeah, I oh man, when I saw that there was that Elden Ring Night Rain announcement, I yeah, that was awesome. Like again, like Elden Ring was my game of the year 2022 by far. When we
I
talked,
think it was everyone's.
yeah, it's one of my favorite. It to me so far, Elden Ring is probably game of the generation. Like there hasn't been a game that has surpassed it like that.
Well, because this is the generation of live service, and that was a game that kind of came out and was like, "Fuck live service."
Yeah, here's just a good, like
Here's just a game. Here's
it's
just
just
a
a game.
good
Yeah,
old
same with
fashioned
Baldur's
video
Gate.
game.
Like,
Yeah.
no wonder that one won Game of the Year because again, they were. It's just crazy if you just make a game for the sake of being a fucking game, it's good. Holy
Yeah,
Hmm.
fuck! Dude. I outsmarted so many fucking developers that make way like 50 times more money than I do. This is fucking nuts.
Yeah, they make more than that.
Yeah, I
You,
know.
you
I'm talking about
broke
the cheap
ass
one.
motherfucker.
It doesn't matter. Hey, if they're fucking richer than you, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like,
Me?
developers and shit, real fuck,
Oh,
dude. Coming up with those ideas? Yeah, 100%. All of our fucking income combined, and they still come up with dog shit ideas. It's like fucking crazy, bro.
yeah, yeah. So Elden Ring, yeah, I really do hope that it's as good as I'm like anticipating. Because we were talking about just like how we were talking about last uh last week. Like they've just been FromSoft has just come out with hit after hit after hit.
bangers,
Yeah,
bangers.
like ever since Demon Souls, they have not come out with a game that people were like, yeah, this is bad. I mean, I guess Dark Souls 2 was it, but like people have kind of come around to that game that like it's good, it's just not as good as they'd hoped.
No,
But
it's they're
obviously,
delusional, bro. It's most of the time it's just their first Souls game was Dark Souls 2. That's why they like it.
no, well, okay.
It's
Okay,
they're delusional.
so
It's terrible.
if we go from Demon Souls on, aside from Dark Souls 2, that's their one blemish. But other than that, they've been like, yeah, Dark, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, Armored Core, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree. Like they just they just keep knocking it out of the park. They know what they're doing, especially when it comes to a game where Miyazaki's directing. Now he's not directing this one. I don't remember the name of the guy who's directing Night Rain, but I can't. I
Hmm.
wouldn't say it's going to be too far off the quality level of what we've been getting. So
Also, this one's not gonna be like super probably heavy like in terms of story. So like, I don't know, who gives a shit.
I mean, it's not like we care about the story anyway when it comes to Souls games. We play for the gameplay. So yeah. No, yeah, Night Rain. I cannot wait. I think what is it coming out in March, May, or something?
No, I can't remember.
Yeah, something early-ish.
Fuck. Yeah, I don't remember when it was coming out. Let me look it up real quick. If my tablet would just. Okay, so now it doesn't want to. Because I know it's supposed to come out pretty soon, actually, within next year. Okay, it just says scheduled to be released in 2025. I thought they had an actual time, but maybe not. Or no, what I'm seeing actually, what it was is the network test is going to be in February of next year. So that's something you'll be able to register for the network test on January 10th, and it'll be in February of 2025. So it'll probably come out of what a couple months after that, maybe. So maybe it is going to be like in March or April. I don't know. Is there going to be a Horizon game that comes out?
No,
Because that's always fun. Um, did you guys see this? Speaking of Horizon, did you guys see this rumor that supposedly Lego Horizon Adventures might come to Xbox? That'd be kind of fucking hilarious.
Interesting. I don't say why not. It's a Lego game, bro. It'd be like, you want more money? Send it to the other console.
I mean, that's the way to go nowadays. I mean, I've been talking about
But
it. I've been talking about
Sony
it.
does
At
it.
some point, like even Sony's gonna have to be like, you know what? We're just gonna release on Xbox and Nintendo. Like, we need the money, especially when you have
Oh,
failures like Concord. It just has to
yeah,
happen. I think it's too expensive to make games. It's too expensive to buy games, so not as many people are buying. I don't know.
yeah.
All right, I think that's a good spot to end it then. So we'll go ahead and call it a podcast episode. You know what? I have not said this in a while, but hey, for all the people who actually, all the people, for the few people that do listen, our podcast, you enjoy our content, like, subscribe, share, all that stuff, so we could grow. We need to feed Devin and his ego.
send it to an enemy or a friend who we don't care.
Yeah, exactly. We just want the hits. You know, we do this. We do this
You know
for the
what?
love of the game. We do
You
do
know
this
what?
for the love of the game.
Dislike this video if you
Yeah,
don't even like you.
exactly. Like I said,
Dislike it if you think Everett's a bitch.
yeah, do it. I just want the interaction. Do it. Just do it. All right. So I've been your host, Everett, aka To Be Skill You.
Boo.
Devin.
What's up?
Oh my God, you motherfucker. JJ.
All right. Thanks for joining in, peeps. See you later.
See, be more like JJ, Devin. Be more like JJ.
No. The last thing I want to say, it's not even gaming related, but I mean, it came out that like Randy Moss like had cancer.
Oh my
He's a
God, this
cancer
guy.
survivor. Just glad. Hey, my gamer tag's Moss for life. It's gaming related.
That is not your gamer tag makes it, I guess. loosely,
Exactly.
loosely, loosely associated with
And he's
games.
in Madden. And he's in
Oh my
Madden.
god. Okay.
Boom, roasted. And he's
All
been
right.
on the cover of NFL 2K games. So
Okay.
boom,
We are all happy
roasted.
for Randy Moss because
Exactly. And
he's
he's
good.
not dying. And I bought all his merch to help support cancer research.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and end it right there. Until next time. Fuck. Until next time. We'll catch you later.